Science is full of surprises. Sometimes the biggest discoveries happen when you least expect them. That's what happened to Anthony Rake, a graduate student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. He was simply studying how particles behave in liquids. One day he shook a bottle of oil, water, and particles, expecting the usual separation. But the liquid settled into a perfect, tiny Grecian urn shape. He tried again and again. Each time, the urn shape returned. This seemed to defy the rules of physics. Oil and water should separate, not form complex shapes. Yet, this liquid created a stable, elegant urn, something that shouldn't exist. Imagine the excitement, a student stumbling onto a phenomenon that challenges a fundamental law. The feeling in that lab must have been electric. Sometimes, a bottle of shaken liquid can change everything. So, what's in this magical liquid? Surprisingly, just 3 simple ingredients: oil, water, and magnetized nickel particles. Oil and water are famously immiscible, they don't mix. The real magic comes from the third ingredient: tiny magnetized nickel particles. Each particle acts like a miniature magnet, bringing the power of magnetism into the mix. When added to oil and water, these particles don't just float, they interact, creating something new. The oil and water form a boundary called an interface, usually weak and eager to shrink. But the magnetic particles create an invisible scaffolding, strengthening the interface in unexpected ways. The simplicity of these ingredients is what makes the discovery so accessible. Oil, water, and magnetized metal dust, nothing exotic or expensive. This means scientists everywhere can replicate and study the effect. Sometimes the universe's secrets are hidden in the clever combination of everyday things. The right perspective can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. This experiment shows that profound discoveries don't always require rare materials, just curiosity and creativity. The magic is in how these simple parts come together, and that's what makes this scientific marvel so exciting. Let's talk about this shape, the Grecian urn. It's not a random blob. It's a classic vase shape with a narrow base, wide body, and flared top. No matter how you shake, stir, or pour the liquid, it always returns to that urn shape. It's as if the liquid has a memory, fighting to regain its form. This is mind-boggling for physicists. Liquids are supposed to take the shape of their container or form simple spheres. Nature prefers efficiency. Spheres minimize surface area and energy. The urn, with its curves and flared mouth, has much more surface area, meaning higher energy. By all logic, it shouldn't be stable. Yet the urn shape persists, defying the path of least resistance. The liquid holds its form with a strength liquids aren't supposed to have. This isn't just a pretty shape. It's a stable, preferred state. The stubbornness of this liquid forces us to ask, what's holding this impossible shape together? The answer lies in the invisible power of magnetism. The urn's persistence is a clue that something new is at work. It's a phenomenon that challenges everything we thought we knew about liquids. And it all comes down to the hidden force inside the bottle. To grasp how strange this is, let's revisit the second law of thermodynamics. In any system, disorder tends to increase. Shake oil and water, and they should settle into the simplest, most stable arrangement, separate layers or spheres. The Grecian urn is the opposite, a complex, high-energy, ordered structure. It's like a tower of blocks that should collapse into a pile, but instead, the pile keeps rebuilding itself into a tower. This liquid isn't moving toward disorder, it's choosing a specific, ordered shape. That's the scientific puzzle. Why does it defy the expected path? The discovery made scientists question if a fundamental law was being broken, but the answer is more nuanced. The urn shape is a direct challenge to our understanding of energy and entropy. It's not just a novelty, it's a challenge to a pillar of science. This phenomenon forces us to rethink how the rules apply in complex systems. Sometimes nature finds a loophole. So how does this liquid defy expectations? The secret is the magnetized nickel particles. On their own, oil and water behave as expected, but add strong magnetic forces and everything changes. The nickel particles gather at the oil-water boundary, lining up like tiny magnets. They link together, forming strong chains along the interface, a flexible yet rigid magnetic net. This armor gives the liquid its memory, locking it into the urn shape. The magnetic network is more stable than the liquid's natural state. Magnetism becomes the dominant force, overriding surface tension. The system finds its lowest energy state, not by minimizing surface area, but by maximizing magnetic stability. Shake the bottle, and the scaffold breaks apart. Stop, and the particles snap back into place, dragging the liquid into the urn shape. It's self-organization in action. Simple parts, simple rules, complex results. The invisible power of magnetism creates a stable, shape-remembering liquid. This is a new kind of order, built from the bottom up, and it's all driven by the hidden strength of magnetic forces. Does this discovery break the second law of thermodynamics? No, but it does bend our expectations. The laws of physics still hold, but our models need updating. The urn shape is an emergent phenomenon, complex behavior from simple parts. The system isn't isolated. Magnetic energy changes the equation. When the particles snap into place, they release magnetic energy, offsetting the cost of extra surface area. The total energy is still minimized, just in a new way. This discovery challenges our assumptions about which forces matter most. Sometimes a hidden force can dominate and create something that looks impossible. Science is about updating our models when new evidence appears. The universe is full of surprises, and this is one of them. The rules aren't broken. They're just more flexible than we thought. This isn't just a scientific curiosity. It's a gateway to new technology. Shape memory liquids could revolutionize self-healing materials. Imagine phone screens or car paint that repair themselves. The principle is simple. Embed magnetic particles in a material, and it can reassemble after damage. Beyond self-healing, this could lead to programmable matter, materials that change shape on command. Think of liquid robots that squeeze through tight spaces, or smart drug delivery systems that release medicine at the right place. Manufacturing could be transformed, pipes that control flow with magnets, surfaces that change texture in real time. The discovery is about controlling shape with embedded forces, a principle with endless applications. Responsive surfaces, adaptive materials, and even medical breakthroughs could follow. The Grecian urn liquid is just the beginning. This technology could reshape how we build, heal, and interact with the world. The possibilities are as limitless as our imagination. Science fiction is becoming science fact, and it all started with a shaken bottle. The journey from lab discovery to world-changing technology is just beginning. The next step: control and prediction. Can we design liquids to form any shape we want? Scientists are exploring how particle size, shape, and magnetism affect the final structure. The goal: programmable liquids that form custom shapes on demand. This requires collaboration. Physicists, chemists, engineers, and material scientists working together. The discovery has sparked global excitement and new research. Imagine 3D printing with liquids that solidify into complex forms, or soft robots that adapt to their environment. The challenge now is scaling up and making these systems stable and practical. New questions are everywhere: how to make it cheaper, more effective, and reliable. Anthony Rake's work has opened 100 new doors. The future will be built one tiny magnetic particle at a time. It's a thrilling era for science and innovation. This story is about more than physics or magnetism. It's about curiosity. Science isn't just facts, it's a process of exploration and wonder. Anthony Rake's curiosity turned a failed experiment into a breakthrough. The lesson: never ignore the unexpected. The greatest discoveries come from challenging what we think we know. Stay curious, ask questions, and don't be afraid to be wrong. Every new discovery opens new frontiers and inspires future scientists. There are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered, sometimes in a simple bottle. The universe rewards those who keep looking. The spirit of discovery lives in all of us. It's the engine of progress and a better future. The Grecian urn in a bottle reminds us, with curiosity and persistence, anyone can change the world. What will you discover? The adventure of science never ends.